Well, what is up, beautiful people YouTube? My name is Jerutastic and welcome to a fresh new season of Tropico 6 gameplay. In this Tropico 6 gameplay, I'm going to be showing you how to start an island, the best practices to have a successful island, successful economy in Tropico 6, a good military, and just good all-around country, if you will, right? Now, before we start, the intro is going to explain a lot of things so we can have a good foundation for the season. If you're not interested in hearing this, here's a timestamp of where to go to skip it. But I highly suggest you don't, because if you're really gonna watch this from A to Z, and you really want to become successful at this game, then I would really suggest you listen to the intro to kind of understand what we're doing. So to start things off, every Tropico, I've made hundreds of Tropico videos. I've made hundreds of part 1 to 20 seasons. I've made plenty of guides, etc. So I've made plenty of that, right? And in it, I get comments sometimes like, why do you call it a season? The reason why I call it a season, because every season has a different focus, right? Some seasons I was focusing more on the whole idea of maybe like a military dictatorship, and some season it was like all about being an open economy, and some season was about being a communist, about etc., so on and so forth. Because really, you got to remember, at the end of the day, there is really no wrong way to play Tropico, right? And some people argue with that and say, well, there is. Yeah, I mean, if you go bankrupt, that's not a good way. But there's really no wrong way to play Tropico, and a lot of it is subjective. It's like what you want to do. But most of the people that do pick up the game, maybe they want to get comfortable with the economy. They want to get comfortable with how to make money before they can, start having fun and turning it into a military dictatorship or so that's what it is. Now, the last season that I've made was like in the perspective of a new player, and the reason why I'm redoing that, because around episode 5 or 6, life caught to me. It's been a really hectic 2023 and I was never able to finish the season. I don't even think I have that map anymore because I'm on a new computer. I think I do anyways, but I'd rather just start fresh. So that's what we're doing right now. So here it is. And like I said, you get comments like, oh, if you're doing it the hard season, you can start off with $20,000. And so, it's come on. We're here to have fun. We're here to teach people things. We're here to have a challenge. We want it to be challenging, but we're not here on the whole, again, from a perspective of a new player, this is what I would do type of stuff, okay? That's what I would do. Okay, so let's get it started. Landmass, we'll go with high, size, huge, sure. Islands, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me. Few, some, whatever. Main island, let's keep it large. Climate, defines climate. Yeah, normal, we'll go normal. Climate variation. We'll go medium, keep it the same. Resources balanced. Here's the seed, since a lot of you guys asked me for the seed. Here's the seed, because I don't know, I'm just creating a random one. We're gonna start with the Colonial era because every era is gonna have its own different challenges. Population, I'll go with 150. Starting money, we'll go in the middle at 100. Foreign aid fair, whatever. Or let's just say symbolic. Yeah, symbolic, sure. This basically how much other countries are gonna give you in case you're negative in the balance, in the budget. In case you have a disaster, etc. So we'll go symbolic, kind of give it a little more challenge. Caribbean happiness, again, average. Political difficulty, I like it to put demanding. Aggressive, they just come up with stupid stuff over and over again. Like, let's say they ask you to build a wind turbine, then you build one. Then 5 minutes later, they come in again with this dilemma, build a well. And they just ask you basically, at first it's cool, but once you get in your island a little more, they just keep asking for stuff that really is like, come on. Come on, let's calm down. That's why I like, political difficulty at demanding. It's hard enough, and they will ask you for repetitive stuff, but not that bad. Disasters, doesn't matter, occasional, whatever it is. Pirate difficulty, also doesn't really matter. You can put skipper, you can put cabin boy, whatever. Over here, since we're playing free mode, I'm gonna leave it a none. And that's what we have here. For that, okay, that's what we have as far as everything else. So Not super for me. For me, it's not gonna be super challenging, but it's not gonna be super easy. For a new player that's watching this, will be probably a little bit more challenging. So we're gonna start the map, get into it, and I'm gonna give you the A to Z. What's the first things I do when we're starting? All right, let's pause it here real quick. First thing I'd like to do is just kind of take a look at my island, see what's going on here. So as we can see here, I don't really, because Tropico is very weird about its bridges. There's just no way we'll be able to build a bridge between both islands. So the island or the terrains that we have for this map seed, it looks like it will be, or it might be a little bit challenging. We have a big mountainous area here that's not gonna probably be able to build a whole lot on it, you know, in this region. It's kind of in the middle, so we're gonna have to have a main road here, kind of go here. So that's the first thing I do. Second thing I always advise you guys to do, and hold on, sorry guys, let me close the shade because the sun is hitting a little too hard today. It's a beautiful day, but the sun is hitting a little too hard. Okay, the second thing I like to do is simply to kind of look at, see what we have as resources. So we kind of keep a mental note of where to go, where not to go. So over here, we got gold, we got plenty of gold in this area. We got gold here, we got coal here. So we have plenty of coal. I believe this is iron, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's iron right there. Again, we got gold, uranium. Well, uranium is not gonna show right away, actually. Some of these don't show up right away until you have that unlocked anyways. We got nice, decent area for fishing. So we're not doing too bad in resources. We're not doing bad in resources at all. Let's take a look at this. Corn, you're gonna be needing a lot of corn, obviously. So right here looks like a good, decent area. Sugar as well. Cacao, whatever. I mean, that's down the road. Tobacco, we're definitely gonna need tobacco and sugar and corn to begin with. Banana is good as well. Pineapple. So some areas, obviously this area right now, I'm keeping in mind that this area definitely probably gonna be an agriculture area for us right there. Okay, so now we have an understanding what it is. Now let's get it started. One of the first things that I want to teach you is understand that every era in Tropico is going to require a different type of approach. In the Colonial era, really the main thing that you want to do is establish a decent infrastructure for your people not to be hungry. Establish good infrastructure for your people to grow with jobs, but also keep in mind that you have a mandate. So a mandate, basically, you're under, what would be the term here? A mandate. You're in a mandate, and then the crown is going to require certain things from you before they basically attack you. I think if you don't do them, it's game over anyways. So you're one of the first tasks here is establish, make sure people don't starve. Make sure that you're extending the mandate until you have enough independence. Oh, and one more thing. In the past, people were like, stop yapping and play. I'm like, you're in a tropical gameplay, sir. I'm not playing a first-person shooter here. And most of my seasons are not just for me to play. I like to kind of teach people things as I'm going along. So it's like, what do you mean stop yapping and play? If you don't like the yapping, I got a very simple solution for you. Don't watch me. You know, that's really the most simple solution I can give you. Right now, what I want to do first is just put a few country houses here. Not too many. We don't want to go too crazy. We are going to be expecting homelessness. That's just what it is. All right. Now, another thing I want to keep in mind is a lot of you guys get worked up in the Colonial era and in the World War era about how your island looks. I never care because things will move around. At first, it might seem a little bit clustered, a little bit all over the place. It doesn't matter. Things are going to move around eventually, okay? Since we are going to be building, one of the first jobs we're going to be doing is just plopping another construction company right here. And since I want to move my economy around, I can't stress this enough. Teamsters, Teamsters, Teamsters. You need Teamsters offices in Tropico. So there we go. Fishing wharf was not a bad idea right now since it creates food and jobs for us. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And then we saw, like I told you, the reason why I want sugar, tobacco, and corn to begin with, well, one for food, one for rum, and one for cigar factory. So if you've watched me before and you're just kind of tagging along just to kind of see what I've been up to, you should already know that I'm big on the rum and cigar industries in the colonial and World War era. Those are very good industries to do, give you jobs, easy to set up. They don't take too much to maintain. I'm just gonna go ahead and build a few more houses here. Probably won't. I don't want to go too crazy in the houses. It's okay. They can be homeless for a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect right away. So here's a crown demand I was telling you about. So they want a coconut harvester, and that's gonna extend my mandate by 18 months and give me some money. Okay, this one is easy, and anything with food related right now, I'll take. I don't mind at all. Now we understood there was some gold here, but again, it doesn't matter because we're not gonna be using gold right now, anyways. So it doesn't matter because we can take it out and do what we need to do. And they need produced corn, and you need the revolutionary on your side as well. So you need to kind of balance the crown and the revolutionary support at first. Both of them are asking for stuff that's very ideal for us right now because, again, we want plantations, and again, we want to extend the crown too. So this is a great area for corn right here. I'll actually put it right here. So great area for corn. They want a coconut harvester. Okay. The roads are going to be shaped up a little bit of where we need to do what we need to do with this right here anyways. So this one, let's see, that's going to be okay. It's not going to be the best efficiency just because it's not plotted on it. So Almanac, let's take a look real quick. We got unemployed citizens, 104. Of course, more and more jobs are going to pop up as we go along. And we have, our homelessness is not doing so well. You know, obviously we see things everywhere. They're not really moving in it anyways. Well, they're not going to move in it because they don't really have jobs that can afford it. So we might need to build a few bunkhouses. There it is. At first, I'm extending the mandate, but I think there's a 6-year cap or a 5-year, 3 months. Let's take a look. Oh no, there isn't. Okay, good. I'm definitely going to be extending the mandate at first, just because I don't want to run against the clock in that. I want to extend the mandate as much as I can, get my revolutionary support, and then kind of hit the see ya button after that. You know what I mean? So actually another mistake I made, which is, I just thought of it right now, is don't build just country houses at first. Make sure you have a few bunk houses as well, because bunk houses need poor status. Country houses need wealth status. So here we go. We're producing corn, we're producing that, we're producing this. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and research. Research is a huge part of making sure you're set up right. Right now, what I want to do is employee of the month, because employee of mines and industrial buildings work double shift as long as this edict is active. And we want that. We want them to work as much as they can at first. Even though we don't have any of that yet, but we still want them to work as much as they can, because we need, it's not going to be pretty in colonial area and world war. You really need to kind of squeeze your people a little bit before you start seeing the happiness rise up. And that's kind of my approach to it, has always been kind of like make the island into somewhat of a sweatshop at first. They're not going to be happy, just kind of try to balance it out and let's go. Now this is part of a DLC, the toy workshop, but the toy workshop is really good, easy money to make, because all you need is a cotton plantation, takes it to the workshop, they make toys. And down the road, you can make them out of wood, and you can make them out of rubber. But this one does need a DLC. So if you don't see it, that's why. I'm gonna want to start eyeing my first industry, which, like I said, I want to start off with rum industry, and we'll go from there. So we have enough. Always make sure you look at unemployed before you plop up industries. Make sure you have enough workforce ready to go in there, so you don't have your factories, all that stuff just hanging around. Okay, so now I will take, and again, this is another tip, when you're starting off, like I told you, make sure you extend the mandate. And at first, unless you really, really need the money, even though 2,000 can go a long way for us because our economy is not really going to make a whole lot of money at first, I will take the 10 revolutionary immigrants. Although I don't really have jobs for them or houses for them at first, it's not going to be pretty, but we need the revolutionary support before we kick the crown out and just worry about ourselves. So always take the revolutionary immigrants when you are in the colonial era. Down the road, you can switch it. So these houses, they're starting to worry me up a little bit. But let's go ahead and, like I said, let's go ahead and start plopping up our first industry here. This is going good. All right. And by industry, I mean like an industry, like a rum industry, a cigar industry, a factory, if you will. So that's what we're gonna do. But let's see. Hopefully we have a good area for sugar here, which we do. Somewhat good. It's gonna be at 88% efficiency. I'm not gonna unorganize it for a few more percentages. You're gonna need a few of them, honestly. Right now, I'm only gonna put one. You know what? I'll do another one. You'll need a few of them for sure, because it takes a lot to run the rum distillery. It does take a few, but I'm gonna do 2 right now. The rum distillery is 9,600, but it is what it is. It's an evil necessary that we need to take right now. Okay, build a chapel coming up. Awesome. Now, you're not going to see, like, later on, you're not going to see money fluctuate up and down more because we don't have any services now. We don't have any grocery stores. We don't have any clinics. We don't have any of this stuff. We don't even have a tavern yet. So that's another thing. Just keep in mind is make a little money here and there with stuff like this, tavern, entertainment services, etc. So we'll build a tavern, create jobs, how we do on a job. So unemployment is going down. That's not bad for us at all. And we'll go from there. High school, not too much high school, not much students, which is, again, down the road. In the next episode, maybe I'll start giving you more ideas to kind of build a healthy foundation in this era, a very critical era, because it's going to help you shape up your World War and your modern times era. Okay, rum distillery has been built now. Great. Let's take a look. Sugar is doing good. Sugar's doing good here. Sugar's coming in here. So we got a 360 how much money we made. So far on rum, if you take the production value of the lifetime, has been $4,000 for us so far, and we just got started. So this is just another task right here. So the revolutionary approval. So here it is, right? This is why I was telling you to just make sure you climb up the revolutionary approval. So they got the little tavern here. They want a chapel. So right now we're 5260. So it's actually better than I thought. Sometimes it does fluctuate. Let's go ahead and put this here. Let's give them a chapel here. Get drunk at the tavern and go ahead to the chapel. How do you like that? The plight has ended. Thank God. All right, good. So that's good. Producing milk here. Are we? Actually, the economy is doing okay. Wow. That's rum right there. Yeah, the economy is doing better than I expected so far. It's not bad. It's considering we don't really have a whole lot going on yet. I'm just at the 65,000. I'm just pumping the brakes a little bit. Next up, I want to probably build is a few bunkhouses. Definitely give me. Oh wow, that made us jump up from 52 to 59. Definitely give me that. So we need like one more thing here to kind of make it all good for us as far as revolutionary support, and we might not need to worry about the mandate as much as possible. But I do want to. Let me see houses here. I do want to build a few more bunkhouses here. Just a couple. Let's do 3. There we go. Oh, it's gonna piss me off that there's an area in the middle there just empty. Let's go small. What is it? Medium then? There we go. It's gonna piss me off there. We can actually put a few parks here. Not that like it's not gonna really matter right now as much, but still, just so you can get an idea here. There we go. It actually doesn't look bad at all, does it? So we all keep saying punk. Bunkhouses are being built. Meat. Oh, whoa, hold on. I thought we were producing milk. Yeah, we are producing milk. Where are we getting meat from? Do we have another ranch that was built? Where are we getting meat from? Hold on. That's gonna piss me off now. I want to know where I'm getting meat from. I know this produces milk. Is there a ranch that was like kind of... Because, they give you a few buildings to start off. Well, there it is. Okay, that makes sense. I think it's probably a good time to start with the grocery store. Just to give them something to public services grocery store. Here it is. I always find it awkward of how to have the store kind of positioned. There we go. There we go. Chapel's done. They got a tavern. They got a grocery store. I'm not really worried about medical clinics right now. I know they're going to get a little sick. Revolutionary support dropped off for us a little bit. Not sure why. Produce corn. Yes. Yes, please. Give me that. They're giving me easy ones. I like that. Okay. Usually it's not really that easy, to be honest with you guys. So we have fulfilled the trade route with the mandate. Of course, we're going to extend it. There's not even a question about that. Considering the economy is doing a little better than anticipated. Well, not this haul. We expected at 800 data so far in revenue here. So not this haul at all. But rum distillery is doing what it needs to do. There's sugar in there, but there's just not. Let's take a look. This is a very good one to do, but 5,000 right now, that's a hefty price. 5,000 right now for us, that's damn near 5%. No, that's almost damn near 8% of our whole economy at 56,000. So now I'm gonna. Oh, what did I do? Did I take the money? Oh man, I did not want to take the money. I wanted to take their support. I clicked too fast. Oh man, I wish it was like a "Are you sure?" option. We'll just have to wait for another one. But now we have a trade route open. There's a whole, I made a whole, just not even a season, but like a series on the best trade routes and all this stuff. But right now, because we don't really have a whole lot of stuff to go on about, we don't have, we only have the mandate to trade to. I'm not gonna really go into it much. Once we start getting in again the Cold War and the World War and the Cold War era, and obviously the modern times era, we'll dive into trading and all this stuff a little more. So I'm seeing less and less shacks. Love to see that. I'm assuming homelessness is also going down, which is nice, and jobs are opening up more and more. No vacant jobs. We'd like to see that. It's always good to have just a little bit of unemployment and 0 vacant jobs, because now whatever else I want to set up is going to be right there for us. All right, so here's what I was talking to you guys about and kind of give you an idea for later on. You know, I wish the game was a little bit better with this stuff. Like, we just built a chapel. We have 182 population. Do we really need another chapel right now? We don't. But right now, I really have no choice, because that's a demand that they want. And it's a very important demand for us, because it kind of lets us get out of the mandate era. Because although Colonial area is a very important area for us, to be honest with you, it's my least favorite one. I don't really care about the Colonial area a whole lot. But I'd like to start it off here because, like I said, it gives me an idea to kind of build a good base. Okay, now the economy. Whoa, that's nice. Hold on. Slow it down. Let's see here. That's nice. I'm telling you that rum. Let me see how much rum lifetime now. 15,000. Boom, man. And then we don't even have to look at all of that. We can take a look at the budgets. See what the revenue is coming from, exports, corn, meat, all this. Dang, rum is not really on here? Ain't no way, bro. So where's rum going then? If rum is not on here, if our exports are not coming from rum, and rum is not on here at all, I don't know, maybe it hasn't updated. That makes no sense, because obviously we're exporting rum. You know what I mean? So we just got 10 revolutionary and we still haven't really popped up. So last time, there they are. Rum is here. Cool. That was a good trade one for us. Extend the mandate, of course, extend it. All right, maybe not a bad time to start looking at what else we can do here. And I think I'm gonna go for the toy factory. Let's take a look here. Toy. We need plantation. Again, you need a DLC for this. So this is why I'm not really just focusing on it, but you know, I am gonna do it just because, like I said, it is decent money for us. The efficiency here is gonna be horrible. Damn, we're gonna go for cotton. I know there's an area here, but I don't want to go all the way here just yet. Plantation, cotton. There we go. That's actually not bad right here. We're gonna do 2. 1, 2. Like this, and the toy factory, which is going to require a blueprint, and the blueprint is 1,800, and the factory itself for the toy workshop is 6,500. Not a bad deal. We'll take that. Okay, there we go. Now we got our second industry now. We got the rum, and we got the toy factory. They need another tavern. Probably not a bad idea actually at all, because I know this one's probably filled up to the brim. Yep. Not a bad idea and a cheap request. Gladly, I'll oblige with that one. I will gladly oblige with this one. It's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna put it here for now, just because I don't wanna. I'm saving this area for another plantation. But here we go. And at first, make sure you do have decent amount of construction and Teamsters offices to move your things around, which we do right now, but maybe in a little bit I'm gonna build one more. I'm already doing a trade route with you, aren't I? Yeah, I'm okay. That's easy then. Oh, I see what they did here. I'm bringing, I'm taking sugar out to them. Okay, good. Here close to some more revolutionary support. Didn't really raise us up that much anyways, but hey, it is what it is. Healthcare is still the worst. Fun, they're not really having too much fun right now, but hey, it's not really, because they're not really working with that many options. We can go with a circus, but I'm not about to spend a total of 7,000 right now. Again, about the equivalent of what, 6.5% of my economy right now, 6% or so. I'm just giving you numbers off the top of my head. It might be off with the numbers, guys. So finally, unemployment has been decreased, which is a good sign, but maybe not the best sign. So now we really have no choice anyways but to hang on to new industries, because we don't have a whole lot of workforce for us anyways. So we're just gonna be hanging out with that. 54 out of 60 here. Come on, let's go. And this should, oh, sorry, wooden toys. Oh, that's right, it doesn't. Oh, that's right, at first it has to be wooden. I really haven't played this game in a couple of years, so I did forget about that. We need, oh man, yeah, we need logs at first. I can't go cotton just yet. Oh well, it is what it is. Logging camp. I don't like logging camps a whole lot, to be honest with you. I don't like them a whole lot because I just don't. But anyways, that's not a bad thing for us. Now we can probably switch the plantation to something else, change resources. Let's go with pineapple. We'll change the resource somewhere. Keep one cotton and one pineapple. It's not gonna really matter. Have a pirate cove. Okay, we're gonna need that eventually. Hopefully it's not gonna cost me an arm and a leg right now anyways. It's not gonna cost me an arm and a leg. Okay, good to hear. Go. All right, we got some more people coming in here, which is good. So we got a few people here to man the logging camp, take the logs, send them to the toy factory. Okay, that's gonna be built quick. And I think we're ready to roll. Where's my revolutionaries at, man? That didn't pump us up a lot at all. Maybe we're waiting for them to come in the ship. Yeah, at least we're making money off the cotton. I mean, there's nothing else we're gonna be using for the cotton right now anyways. But come on. So you have the option to declare independence by war or by money. So we're about to get out of the colonial era here. Although it is a hefty price, we don't have any military right now, so we don't want the war. Okay, let's just pay it. Have a nice day. See you later. Boom. Okay. So now we are independent from the crown. So have a nice day. See you later. Bye-bye. And we are in the World Wars era. So we start off very good. We have two. Okay, before we go, actually, hold on. Let's see that we're gonna be doing this. At first, doesn't really matter. All citizens vote. If you're like doing a military dictatorship, whatever, you could do something else with it. But for now, we are going to have a militia where no soldiers, we're not required to have education. We're going to go ahead and stamp it. Here's our only two options for the Constitution. So before we wrap up, as you can see, we have two industries going. We have a healthy amount of jobs that have been opened. We have a good amount of unemployment citizen. Homelessness needs to be improved next episode, and we need to start the foundation of the World Wars era, which is in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Please help me get to 35,000 subscribers. That'd be so awesome, man. I love making videos for you guys, especially videos like this where I get to play a game that I'm fairly good at and show you guys how to play it too, and you guys enjoy it and you guys get tips from it. So with that being said, my name is Jerutastic and I'm out. See you guys.